All right.
I'm back now.
We should be back then. Beautiful. All right. Let us know if there's any issues with stream. Hopefully this is a bit better, maybe. Looks smoother, I think. Flusha versus Meowment at the final. Interesting prediction. I could maybe see that, yeah. But I feel like Carry is a good good pick as well for a sleeper pick. And we're gonna be jumping into the pick and bans already. So OK Champions come out. So we're gonna stay on Tangent this time for Newbie. I think we've seen Newbie with a clean run on Tangent. KZ in it for Meowment, interesting pick. Liking the shorter, easier map with the surfs.
Perfect.
And we're gonna have to first pick a decider to see if we need it. Gonna be between Holy Space and Fast Combo map. We'll see what Meowment is gonna ban. So he's gonna be banning out Holy Space. He's gonna be choosing to favor Fast Combo map. I think the map we've seen the most this tournament. But that's gonna be a decider should we need it. So we're gonna stay on Tangent. I'm honestly not sure who to favor on this map. I'm seeing, I think people are favoring Meowment. Meowment definitely had a cleaner run through the survival stages, but anything can happen now in a 1v1. You've seen a player like Panda go out, especially. That was maybe because of the tournament settings, because he's a very high-rated player. But that was a bit of a surprise for me, maybe.
Godlike.
I'm not sure if either of these players have a freeze.
No.
We'll see in a second.
Only Carry and Flusha have freeze right now.
Flusha. So both these players are going to be able to go neck and neck off the start, off rip. Good luck to both. Into Tangent. Let's see how they're going to be able to handle this room. Looking very clean so far. I think this is going to be a close matchup the entire time. Or at least that's what we're hoping for. Flying through these first sections into the ladders. Ooh, missing that first ladder. Now we love to see from Newbie. Maybe a bit of an underdog in this matchup. As Meowment's going to be away into the outside section. So let's see. Let's see if he's going to be keeping it cleaner than the last quarterfinal. I'm surprised we saw a couple people fail this section. Hits the surf, takes his time a little bit. That lead is not that big, and yeah, that's a big fail. And he's gonna be seeing Newbie fly by. So he knows he's behind. Now he's gonna have to risk to catch up. Or be hoping for a Newbie fail. He keeps the outside section clean. Now into the biggest room. I've seen a lot of people struggle with these ladders. Newbie keeps it clean. Even nice weak combo around the corner. Into the low climb section. Now I'm gonna be looking out for that last LJ of this room. This is the one we've seen people struggle the most. And we're seeing Newbie take his time. I think he's a right pre-enjoyer. That left free circle does not favor him at all. Gonna be into the outside section. Towards the end of the map. Caster, Roman with a big gap behind. So he's gonna have to hope for some big fails from Newbie on his map choice. Newbie towards the end. He's gonna take his own pick. Failing the end. This is what we've seen a couple other tournaments before. That gap is still big, as Meowment's struggling in that big room, but Newbie has to close this out if he wants to take his map pick. Meowment definitely gonna have a chance, but he's gonna have to be hoping for some more fails. One more fail out of Newbie. Maybe those nerves are kicking in. We're seeing Meowment approach the end of the room. Is he gonna hit this LJ clean? Yeah, he is. Now he's gonna be putting in the pressure. You see Newbie taking his sweet time now on those blocks. Second time lucky towards the LJ. 53, but he makes a 250 pre. Ooh, that was scary. That was not a clean ending. The start definitely better, but doesn't matter how he gets it done. He gets it done. He's gonna take his own map pick of Tangent. Now it's a very different map into Init. This is Meowment's pick. This is a short map. I think one of the easiest maps in the pool. But there's some fun surf sections. And if you mess up the end, even if you make it but don't make it clean, you've seen a couple people get scammed out of that and just Map win stolen earlier in the tournament. Both players going to be ready. Now this map's going to fly by. It's a shorter map. We're going to be keeping a look on those surf sections, those surf entries. How much speed they're going to be keeping, if they're going to be going for big block skips with them. So yeah, let's see how they handle this. Moment looking at to be a favorite, but ooh, missing that big block skip. And even the restart. So now he's going to be very far behind for such a short map. It's not what you love to see. That's the skip he was going for. And even missing some of the purse on the next peak up. So Newbie's definitely going to have a good chance to steal this 2-0 away. But he's going to have to also keep it clean. And that ending is going to matter a lot, I think. We're seeing Moment definitely more comfortable. And oh, Newbie has failed. Oh, so is Moment. Both towards the same section, I believe. Both struggling. So many nerves on display right now, I think. Yeoman's still ahead though, after a couple fails trading back and forth. He's going to be into this double surf. Let's see if he's going to go straight for the ladder. He is. Top of the block into the last surf skip. Oh, he's going to hit his head. So that's not what you love to see. He's going to have to walk this last section. Is he going to be fast enough? Yeah, he is, just about. I think if Newbie maybe hit that last surf section, it would have been close. But he's going to close his map pick also. Not clean. He gets it done. Both players trading a bit of a back and forth with fails. But they're both going to take their map pick, and now we're going to be on fast combo. This is going to be an interesting map, I think. I feel like Bjornmund is maybe favored. He goes for more combos, but Newbie definitely good competition. I think this is a very even match. We're going to have to see who's maybe less nervous, who's going to be having a better start. We've seen so many people fail that start section, so that's where I'm going to be keeping my eye on both these players now. As we're changing into the last map, decided for the last quarterfinal. Very exciting stuff. It's nice to have 2 map 3s already, and this is our 3rd one. Straight into a countdown, that's what you love to see. Both players ready to go. And good luck to both. They've given us a pretty cinema match already. Maybe not for the best reasons, but block skip at the start already. Ooh, and a double C-perf. Playing on CKZ, I think or on SKZ for those crouch part combos, but doesn't get what he wanted. Now Newbie, ooh, I was gonna say Newbie's in the lead, but cuts it down a little bit. Yeoman's still in the start. Now they're into the same section, but Yeoman a couple seconds behind. And yeah, like I said, this start, that's where I've seen people fail the most, and we see that on display now. I think both players are a little bit nervous. Can't blame them, it's a map 3 on the quarterfinal. But Newbie keeping the lead. I say that as he fails that low block section. Not the biggest setback, but he's gonna be giving Moment a big lead now. Over 6% on the map.
Impressive.
Definitely more time to fail, but these sections we've seen people keep it fairly clean. I think, like I said, I always point out those headbangers. That's the hardest section I think of the map towards the end. But we've seen people have some struggles on earlier. Newbie trying to close that lead down. Oh, missing that big block skip. He's not going to be what he needs. Yo man, I think he knows.
Newbie actually only started practice the maps today.
Oh wow. Looking very clean on them for that fact then. You can see, ooh, I was gonna say he knows some of the combos, but missing that little jump up, be a crouch up. Not gonna be ideal, but still such a big lead now that he's amassed. Maybe you can see him down below into the same section. These scary headbangers, Yeoman makes him look clean. And this should just be wraps now, as long as he keeps the ending clean. Just gonna be that last low drop down coming up soon. Here we are. Let's see if he's gonna go for the ladder. He is indeed keeping it fairly safe. Into the last LJ. That's a fairly close map, and Yeoman's gonna be making it work. Had a bit of a slow start, but just clean up towards the end. Very well played. And he's going to be progressing into the semifinals against Carry. That's going to be a fun matchup. And then our other final or semifinal is going to be 0-2 versus Flusha. I think Flusha may be the favorite. I've seen a couple people mentioning he's going to be going to the final. But this is going to be a very interesting map. Semifinal is also a best of 3. So that's how we're going to be playing it. And then the final will be a best of 5.
Godlike.
So we're going to see more maps, maybe more strategy with how people are going to pick.
Godlike.
But yeah, I believe we're going to be jumping into 0-2 and Flusha fairly soon. You're going to have to do their picks and bans. Very curious what maps they're going to, especially what 0-2 is going to pick. Because I think we've seen Flusha likes a bit of a combo map, some of the easier maps. All of the map picks against Loxty kind of favored them maybe. Stuff like Holy Space and Fast Combo map. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting veto. Here we are, perfectly on cue. And 0-2 is going to be starting off the bans. Gets OK Champ out. I don't think we've seen it once in the 1v1 heads up. It's come out the way. Flusha maybe not a big fan. He's not going to be mispicking that again after his last time. Yeah, we're seeing Memento and Fast Combo map. So yeah, 2 combo maps. I think both players maybe enjoy that more than the harder maps. And we're seeing Holy Space for the decider. Very quick bans. I think they knew what they wanted. And Flusha has a bit of a freeze disadvantage. It's around 3% of the WR time. So it's maybe a couple seconds each map. Depends on how long they are. But that's maybe also going to play a bit of a factor in this semi-final. It's going to be important to see. Because I think playing from behind is never fun, even if it's just a couple blocks. Makes you feel like you have to catch up. We're just going to be changing into the map. Should be starting soon. There we are. KZ Memento. Leave 0-2's map pick, if I saw right. This is a, yeah, perfect. Thank you for that. Indeed, it is 0-2's map pick. So we're going to be hoping to see have a clean run. And yeah, we're seeing a quick freeze for Flusha. He's off. So yeah, just a couple percent. It's not going to make the biggest odds. But, you know, if he's maybe just a little bit faster on the combos, he's going to be able to catch that up into this glass section. Nice couple block skips from 0-2. We can see maybe why he's picked this map. Definitely practiced this. Maybe not the cleanest route there, but he's keeping it fairly smooth. Be hopping a lot of the sections. Playing on SKZ for those crouch bursts. I can rate that. I think Vexy will be happy to see that. Maybe some of the players were taking that advice. Because it makes more sense, maybe, for some of those combos. Especially on a map like this. But oh, even with the SKZ, that crouch perf is not gonna give him what he wants. So 0-2's gonna be down on this map pick. That's gonna be scary. And see if Flush is gonna keep this clean then. That's a very unfortunate fail, to be honest. On a crouch perf on SKZ. Not ideal. Just missing that scroll timing maybe. Meanwhile, Flusha just keeps this combo clean. We've seen him on this map a few times already, especially in this end section. He had some very fun combos. Goes right here. Doesn't get it, but it's all safe. He's going to be stealing that map pick away. Very unlucky for 0-2, but had to hit that C-perf. Needed that. Let's see if he's going to be able to bring it back on fast combo map. Not a super different map. It's also a combo map, so it's not going to be incredibly out of his wheelhouse, I think. But now he's going to be going for the reverse sweep against maybe the favorite for this matchup. Flusha Not a player I knew before this tournament, but definitely a name I'm gonna remember now because he's been showing some crazy good runs. Been a very fun player to watch. Let's see if he's gonna be able to close out a 2-all on his own map pick, or if it's gonna be an interesting semi. We're gonna be hoping for a closer map. We don't want to see a big fail like that. This map might be a little more cinema. Because we're getting changed into the fast combo map indeed. Should be fairly soon. Map 2 of our first semi. I'm very excited to see this map for my 50th time this tournament. I feel like it's been the most played map of the tournament. I think we've seen KZ's come like twice. OK Champ only a couple times in the big groups. People not feeling super confident on it. You know, this fast combo map we've seen far too many times now. Seems to be a favorite of the players. But we're jumping in the game. Into the black screen, my favorite map. There we are. As you see, the other two semi-finalists also waiting. But yeah, it's gonna be Zero2 and Flusha again. Getting ready for their second map. Again, Zero2 is gonna have a little bit of a lead. Just because he's not over 10 rating. But it's only gonna be a couple seconds, so let's see what he can do with it. I think most people we've seen in the playoffs have not had a super clean start, especially on this next section. So I'm gonna be very keen to watch how he's gonna be handling this. He'll take his time, go for a few B-hops. Fairly clean. That's what you love to see. Flusha is away, only a couple blocks behind. So he's going to be putting on that pressure into this fence section. Wow, that was a clean combo. It's basically caught up now after that small block skip and that small micro. They're going to be flying around these sections. See how well they know the map, but clearly practiced a lot into this dark corner. Still keeping neck and neck, and ooh, Flush is gonna hit his head on something. Maybe just missed the strafe.
Perfect.
That's gonna give him a little bit of a setback to catch up. Around 4% of a lead. Seeing Zero2 into the middle section now. We're going across towards the wood. Now he can take his time a little bit more, but he should not slouch too much because we know how fast of a player Flusha is, and you can see that gap closing slowly. Zero2 is gonna have to keep a very clean run, especially through these headbangers. And that's not what you love to see. Misses the headbanger. Let's see, Flush is so consistent on these, and I was gonna say that he jumped out. I thought he was gonna make that, but he also misses. Oh, and now Zero2 is missing the headbanger again. Doesn't even get in there. Let's see, second time around for Flusha, he's gonna be able to make it through. That was a bit of a crazy back and forth. Very unlucky for Zero2, missing them twice. Maybe didn't even expect that he would have a chance to come back into that map. But Flusha just too fast. He's gonna be into this big drop down around the glass, into the ladder. Jumps off into the last LJ. He's gonna take the semi-final 2-0. Not the cleanest, failed the headbangers once, but Zero2 failed him twice, so he's not gonna be punished for that small mistake. And he's going to be our first finalist of the X Minor. Very well played from Flusha. Luxy, I think, said Flusha is going to be in the final. So he was correct.
Godlike. Perfect.
As we're going to be jumping straight into the next semi-final. Both players were very ready and rearing to go. Seeing OK Champ band again, KZ in it out. KZ Tangent as a map. I think Carry likes that map. So that's going to be a fun pick. Bit of a harder map. And Holy Space, alright, 2 new maps that we've not seen in a little bit. We got Fast Combo map banned. Carry maybe not a big fan of how fast Meowment was on that map. It's gonna be Memento for a decider. I think Carry's gonna have to take this 2-0 to be honest. Meowment's good on the Memento. But anything can happen. Friendship ended with Abraheezy. Flush is my new best friend. Agreed. He's been going so fast. Been very fun to see. You almost beat him, to be honest. I think it was you who played versus Flush, alright? Yeah, it was. You gave him a run for his money on the last map as well. So, he might be a tournament winner depending on how the final goes, but we're gonna have to see who he faces first. Carry's map pick first,
Impressive.
Seeing a couple LJs. As we're gonna be jumping into the countdown of our first map of semi-final. Now, Carry is gonna be the one with the disadvantage in this map. He's the other player with a bit of a freeze. He definitely has a longer freeze compared to Flusha. Higher rated player overall in the world standings. Meowment's not going to capitalize that. Walks off on the 4th block. We love to see. Maybe a little bit of nerves. Carry not the cleanest start either though. So maybe both players just shaking off those nerves on the first room. He's Tangent, not an easy map as well. As demonstrated by Carry missing that ladder. So Meowment's going to keep this lead. This early lead. Let's see if he's going to be able to get out this first room. Going into the last block, into the surf, and into this outside section. So yeah, Carry's going to have a lot of work to do to catch this up. Into this outside section. Meowment maybe forgetting a little bit where to go. He's going into these ladder sections. Nice block skip. Even Carry a little bit of a step back, but ooh, he's going to fail the outside section. I think we saw a similar fail from someone else. Maybe it was Meowment himself, I don't remember. But Carry's not going to take this lead. I think he's definitely going to have seen Meowment on his way back. So he's going to be into this big room. Now this is the troublesome room. These ladders and those last LJs. People have been struggling on a lot. I've seen Carry take his time. Around that corner jump. Into this climb section. And only now do we see Meowment enter. So Carry is gonna have to keep it clean, of course. One big fail here could cost you the entire map. Gets good pre on that last jump of the room, and Meowment, ooh, that's a big fail. That's quite far into the room. So Carry's gonna have a good chance to close this out maybe a couple of times, even if he misses the end. But it's his map pick for a reason. He does miss the end once. I have a strange feeling he might. But he has so much time. Meowment is still in that room. And Carry is going flying through these combo sections. Is he just going to be able to... Yeah, he's going to be able to finish off that last LJ block. So he's going to take his map pick pretty comfortably. Maybe not the cleanest start. But as soon as he took that lead, he did not let it go. So... honestly, great time from Carry. That's what you love to see on his own map pick. But now it's going to be into Meowment's map pick. It's a very different map. Combo map.
Impressive.
So it should be quite fun to watch. Here we are already. Very fast map pick. And yeah, we saw Loxy and Flush on this map, giving us a great race. I think Loxy, you gotta give yourself more credit. Definitely played very well on this map. Like, you barely had any fails and you closed it out. So it was very good stuff. Let's see if these two guys are going to be able to replicate this. Good luck to both players. Meowment now on the back foot, so he's going to have to win this map if he wants to have a chance at the final. So he's a map down. And Carry starting late with that cooldown, with that freeze. So Meowment, he's gonna know that. He's gonna be able to take his time a bit more, which I think might be very advantageous on this map. This map shouldn't be too difficult if you take your time. And we're seeing some pretty clean combos. C-perf into the surf. Now into this chill corridor section. A little bit of filler. So it goes around. Keeps it very clean. And yeah, you can see just how far back Carry is. Maybe he's had a bit of a fail at the start, to be honest. So I don't think it should be quite 30%. Yeah, it should have been further ahead at this point, but Meowment, he is not doing that at all. Flying through this map. Oh, that was a risky combo. Did he restart? Oh my god, he restarted. I think that was like a habit restart when you reset the run.
I told him
Now
yesterday,
they're both back in the
but
first room.
he didn't learn from it.
Yeah,
Godlike.
that's such a bad misclick. And now, of course, Carry gets out the first room finally. He's had enough time. He's gonna be hitting that surf, yeah. Oh, wow, that's so unfortunate for Meowment. Carry,
Yesterday I was
with that
playing with him on this
start-
map, and I pointed the exact point. He failed.
Impressive.
Yeah,
I said, if you fail here, you're gonna go back to start, and I told him, and it,
we see
and
it
this
happen,
happened again.
yeah. That was, I mean, it was an ambitious combo to be hop around that corner. We've seen most people stop. But, I mean, Carry's not looking the most comfortable on this map. So, we'll see if Meowment's going to catch this up. He was 20% behind, now he's 11. So, you never know. Maybe that end section is going to... Ooh, yeah, just as I say that, maybe he's
Impressive.
having a little bit of a setback. Let's see if Carry's going to take his time on this section. Ooh, that's a much cleaner route, to be honest. Doesn't even have to be hop. Just full pre-keep in that section. And it's going to be into the last room. And we've seen one troublesome spot here. A couple people, we saw Ibrahizi go out because of this, I think. And a couple others. So let's see how Carry's going to handle this block section. Is he going to go for the B-hop? He is indeed. Let's see the LJ now.
Perfect.
Keeps it clean. Not full pre, but he doesn't even need it. Into the last surfs. Ooh. This is a surf a bit, but oh, he's so far ahead. It doesn't even matter. That might be the most unlucky or disappointing way to go out.
我操，你们
He's
掉了个
so
大
far
的
ahead.
呀！我以为我没机会了。
我在结尾掉了，
Restart. So Carry's gonna be into the final.
恭喜恭喜恭喜恭喜！
It's very unfortunate for Meowment. I think he definitely had the skill to beat that map, to win that map. Who knows?
我
what
忘了
could
方
happen
向了，有点
here.
紧张。
That's also a bit of a combo map, so maybe even favored Meowment a little bit more. But indeed, Lux, your prediction is not correct. We have Flusha and Carry into a final. So this is a best of 5 now, so we're gonna have a pick, as you can see. Memento and OK Champ. Carry with an OK Champ, maybe a bit of a curveball. And we're seeing Scum and in and out. So Scum, we're barely gonna see this tournament as this is the last match of the day. Flusha with a fast combo map pick. We know what map he likes. Carry with Tangent. This makes sense. And Holy Space is a decider. This is gonna be an interesting final. I'm kind of expecting this to go the distance because we've seen Flusha as a very good combo player. And Carry's very comfortable on the harder maps. And good to see you, Gravity Defier. Thank you for the donation again, for the very kind donation. It's good to see you on the finals, yeah. Maybe not who some people expected, perhaps. I know Ibrahizi and Fly Off were favorites to at least make it far, but Flusha and Carry have shown some super consistency on
X 那我们还要动
the
吗
other
？X 啊，
maps. So
我们是不
this
是
is
一样
gonna
的
be a
啊？
great final.
听不到你的麦。
Again, best of 5. We're gonna start over with Flusha's
你们会
map
被动。
pick, I believe. So yeah, will be just a moment until we switch. And we should get underway. Here we are, KZ Memento. Shout out by Downey2K for the great map. And all eyes on Flusha, to be honest. This is his map to lose. Carry definitely put up a fight, but we've seen he doesn't love all these combo maps. You know, Flusha. He's been flying through this on a fast combo map. And you can see why. And Carry, I think he's gonna still have a bit more of the setback, right? So Flusha, meanwhile, just flying through this section. See how comfortable he is. Oh, and Carry failing that big drop into the first section. Ooh, so does Flusher though. Now he's gonna be behind. Wow. Oh, never mind. Plugin just lied to me. So yeah, Carrie's in the previous section. That fail for Flusher was not as big as I thought. So he's still gonna be in control. I think Carrie definitely had a slower start. Wow, very clean combos from Flusher. That's what you love to see from your finalist. You can see he's so comfortable on this map. He even skips that block. Doesn't play it too risky. He could have gone for like a risky crouch burf or something. But no, just flying through this section. Just makes it look clean. Meanwhile, Carrie just falling further behind. I think he's stuck on a couple of those rooms further ago. That, yeah, maybe just a couple more fails than he would like. His Flush is going to be reaching towards the end. A slow drop down into the ledge clubs, or the ledge climbs. And beautiful stuff. Let's see if he's going to hit this last combo that he likes going for. Oh, he doesn't even go for it. Just keeps it safe. 132. Very clean time. Flusher playing incredibly well, to be honest, yeah. Such a fun map player to watch. You can see how good his combos are, and his micro maybe. But now an entirely different map. Now it's OK Champ. And I think this is Carrie's wheelhouse more so. I feel like I've seen Carrie play harder maps, kind of, and you can see how he picks Tangent and OK Champ, where some of his more favorite maps to pick compared to the combo maps. So this is gonna be very interesting. And this is a longer map. Well, longer. Depends how clean they do it. You can get a 130. But yeah. Let's hope for a close final. Let's
我拿的
see
黑
if
豹
Carrie
去
can take his own map pick.
不会的，
It
那
would
都
be fun
不会
to,
掉。
it would be great to see a map 5, I think. Or at least some cinema. But yeah, you can see Flusher is gonna have the early advantage in every map. Just because Carrie is so high rated worldwide.
Carrie was saying he's a Fiora in Column Major.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah. Honestly, you can see Flusher very comfortable on this map. Alright, good night, Loxy. Thank you for participating. Very good to see you. Very good stuff from you. But, oh yeah, just as I looked away from the map, Flusher, he was on this section, looking pretty fly. He's failed it. But Carrie's still in the first room, I think, or the second room. So neither of these players having a super fun time on these maps. Maybe a bit of a nerve issue for the final. Let's see if Flusher is going to be able to hit this gap. This is a bit of a big room, and he does it. Now into the smaller, tighter room, into the turn. Keeps it clean. Meanwhile, Carrie is just falling further behind. I think he's stuck in the same room. Yeah, into this first room. Maybe that last jump giving him some trouble. Where you don't have to hit your head. It's interesting, it's his map pick and looking quite nervous. That's what he was going for, finally out of it. Meanwhile, Flusher just flying through the map. Gonna have to redo this wall strafe section. Keeps it clean, doesn't even need the Dumvari. Flying around into this, what I like to say is the harder others room, but I don't think players are struggling much at all with it. Doesn't go for the surge skip, he's gonna keep it safe. Resurf, very clean. Into this next B hop. Unfortunately, just kind of flying through this. Yeah, he is failing a couple times, but Carrie just looking completely outclassed in his own map pick. Let's see if he's going to be able to lock in for the last few sections. If Flusher maybe is going to struggle, or Flusher is going to keep it clean. This is a room we've seen a couple players have trouble with. He makes the wall strafe. Let's see how the surf is. Very clean. The speed hop is very safe. So let's see if he's gonna fly through this as well. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't even need the ladder. This is that turn, but he's over halfway. He's over 50% ahead. So he has nothing to worry about right now. It's okay. Carrie might have lost his map pick, but if he can steal the next one, he definitely has a chance. But he's gonna have to go for a reverse sweep. Which is not easy to do. We're seeing Flusha come towards the end of the map. Ooh, losing a little bit. Yeah, we're seeing Carry a full minute behind. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I thought the plus was a percent rather than time. This makes a lot more sense now. But yeah, Flush on the last ladder up. He's gonna steal this map pick away from Kyrie with a 320. That's a clean time. We saw people struggle to get like a 4-minute time sometimes in one of the groups. Meanwhile, Flusha just flying through that map. So he's gonna be 2-0 up. He's gonna be on match point, tournament point for this Axe Minor. Let's see if Kyrie can make it interesting. Let's see if he can steal away fast combo map. I think this is a map Flush is very strong on. It's maybe not his strongest map, but it's definitely up there. And that's why he's picked it, of course. So, should be super interesting. I'm hoping for a close game, at least. We never like to see a sweep, no matter how good the players are. We like a bit of cinema. Wait, which map? Okay, champ or fast combo map? Playoff. Because I think we've seen both maps give so many people trouble.
Let me restart my game.
Fast combo, yeah. Fast combo, I'm not a huge fan of it either, but it can be definitely very interesting to optimize. But
Yeah, I think it's fast
like-
combo. He lost on this map.
yeah,
Kind of on the run
that's
5.
what I was thinking. Yeah, just putting him on blast, bro. It's crazy. Yeah,
For Flays, Heaven to Hell in the round 4 and 5.
yeah.
It was so close to advance.
You can see round 3 he was second last. Some maps were super strong. Other maps.
Round 3
That's
doesn't
really
have
nice, yeah.
eliminations, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, just loading in, just restarting Sinian's game real quick, guys. So it should be just a minute until we get into map 3. And we can see if Flush is gonna fly through that map as well, as he's done the last 2. Which is, yeah, fast combo map as we're talking about. Because I'll be honest, I'd love to see Tangent between
But
these 2 guys. I think they're both very good in it.
By the way, Kari is streaming on Bilibili, and his chat
Oh,
is bullying him right now.
oh
that may
poor
be
guy.
why
Give him
he's
some
nervous.
Love, guys. Give him some love. He's in a final. He's doing very well. And you never know what might happen. You never know what might happen. Kari's a great player. A very kind person.
He's dangerous right now. He still get those nerves.
Yeah. The only way to get through those is just playing more tournaments. So let's see if he can bring it back. This is the most nerve-wracking map you can have, is a elimination point in a final. So let's see how he's gonna do it. He also is at a bit of a disadvantage every run. I don't think it's mattered so far, but it's definitely not fun to just have to watch your opponent fly, as you have to wait extra. But yeah, let's see how Flush is gonna handle this. He's in the early lead, so he's got a sizable lead, 8 seconds. So it's gonna be his map to lose, I think. We did see him fail the headbangers once against 0-2. 0-2 had a chance on this map, so you never know what might happen. And this map has some big fails. If you fail one of these easy LJs, although unlikely, anything could happen. And yeah, you can see a small fail there. That's gonna be 5 seconds roughly. Carrie's gonna be able to catch back up. So definitely not out of contention. Only halfway through. And he's closing that gap down second by second.
Impressive.
Flusha maybe playing a bit safe. He knows he's on tournament point. He's gonna be flying through this combo section actually though. Definitely not playing that bit safe. As he's gonna be into this this scary section. This is the part of the map we've seen most fails on. I think Carrie's gonna have to be hoping for these headbanger fails. He does it once. That's 4 seconds. If it happens again, he's gonna see Carrie close. Maybe he'll get nervous. He's gonna take him super safe. Right, plays that one, and he's out of that section. Only other section that might give him some trouble could be the end. That last drop. We've seen a couple of players throw some runs there. But let's see, he's into that end section. 6 seconds ahead. He should have plenty of time. Keeps it super safe, and this is gonna be our tournament winner. It's gonna be Flusha. Flusha is me from Alt, indeed. What a clean time, to be honest. Failed the tiny bit, but super well played by Flusha. Pretty close to the final. Looked like he had not many issues that whole tournament, to be honest. Qualified pretty safely, pretty early on.
恭喜恭喜，
And congratulations, he's gonna be the winner of the Axe KZ.
见者有分啊，福禄沙，见者有分。
Very fun to see. Commiserations to Carrie as well. Send them some love on the Bilibili stream.
这么多钱你花的吧？
Played very
给我
well
花，
up until
我会
that
花。
point. 2 out in the semi. GG Carrie. Good to see you in chat. Commiserations, but still second place. We'll get a chunk of that prize pool. And yeah, well played to Flusha. He was a new player to me. Yeah, Sinian mentioned that he was wanting to play in the last Axe tournament, but he just couldn't make it. And he's showing why he's a threat now. Maybe maybe Smear's got some competition. But yeah, congratulations. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for Sinyan for organizing everything, doing all the plugins, all the stream setups. I'm just watching, so I'm not doing that much, and it's been such a fun watch. Thank you to all the players who played, even some heartbreak, some surprises. Thank you to the people who donated to the prize pool as well. I know it was mainly Senyan, but I know Rionvik donated, and then we had Gravity Defier 1 in chat as well, donating late. So yeah, thank you everyone guys so much for watching.
Perfect.
Hope the casting wasn't too bad. I'm quite tired, I'm quite sick.
I guess
I'm
it's
gonna get
too
a
bad
better
already.
mic for next time.
Too many technical issues.
Yeah, a couple technical issues, but it's fine.
Yeah, I haven't prepared for this too long.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it's
It
not
was
that
very
important
smooth. Don't worry.
compared to
Yeah,
the
one-man
previous
army.
tournament.
Yes, against a one-man army running all of this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, congratulations to Flusha. I think Carrie's gonna get some prize money, and then third
Yeah,
and fourth as
he'll
well.
get like
So also
25%.
get,
Still a lot.
yeah,
Still a decent
Yeah.
amount.
third and fourth also get 10 each, 10% each. So all should be very happy with how they played, to be honest. So yeah, 0-2 moment as well. Shout out to them and everyone else. And I think that's everything else. I'm not sure if there's anything else to
Yeah,
say.
no anything
Thank
else.
anyone.
That's all.
Thank your family. Also, oh yeah, make sure to check out the Axe KZ servers, guys. Great servers, great plugins. They're it's Sinyan servers, but they're very good servers. There's a good community. So yeah, make sure to check those out. And thank you once again for watching. I think that's gonna be us out.
Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next tournament.
All right, bye bye.
Thanks guys. Goodbye.
Boom.